Hello and welcome to day 266, the illustration Yai birthday study, the Honkai Impact 3rd Stigmata set. Firstly, we have the full body sketch mannequin. It was not that far off. One thing that I really need to do is this foreshortened stuff and also imagine the spine. Because in the first iteration I did draw my legs much like a little bit like here. However, I need to know that the pelvis get pushed a little bit back because of the spine, so the legs go further into the body when some like sitting under this camera angle, I would say. That's the main reason. Also, I draw my heads in this one as box, but more like the centerline shade box. Not sure if this is good, but you know, the face is not that big in this full body illustration, so maybe this is a good alternative. The hands did not put that much. It's a really low resolution. I cannot go into details, not especially with this brush, but I will still stick to the brush. The legs have a weird, not weird, but this small light changes. Like, for example, it goes a little bit down here, their knee is a little bit higher up. Who can even memorize all the small changes in all these perspectives? It feels so unreal. Then to the value evaluation, the thinker part. I started with the bigger shape, that's what I think somewhat here, imagine to here. And then go to small, so we don't always start on the face, because face is still will be the next part anyways. So yeah, let's just shape up the bigger picture and environment and background, and then after this character close. I will probably not go into the face shapes anymore, because it will be the same and just shape something different. The face this time was more successful, I would say. However, no, we turned Yai into baby Yai. I did draw the eyes much bigger, and my chin is much rounder instead of sharp. I still don't know how to position like this line. Like, you have so many possibilities. You have like so, and I don't know. Also, I started with the circle to mark the hairlines. Speaking of the hair, I still need to construct the hair a little bit better. The same way like the head. Working each day on this. But one day successful, hopefully. Towards the details. Well, that was one interesting, because she does have a yukata / kimono / this kind of stuff. And one of my favorites one, and it comes also a lot to their kimono patterns in perspective. Need to practice this one. Yeah, I've tried to do something similar, and my lines are kind of wobbly, but we will come to this later. So yeah, kimono patterns in perspective. Also the foot here, the shadow shapes the form of the foot. Like, you can basically tell a little bit that it is rice. Water reflections and water itself. Yeah. Water, glass shards, all of those environmental stuff that looks really cool. Will need a study too. Not sure from where, but at least I have a good reference right now, and I know where to find it. The values, by the way, for the water are similar to skin, but now it's the blue dominating factor. Is that we deprive much more reds. Yeah, much more reds, but we leave blues more there, and the greens, yeah, whatever. The greens are just do the same as the reds, but a little bit in less extreme. Pattern of the skirt, patterns, like all the patterns. skirt patterns, patterns on the kimono, patterns on the robe here, pattern. The position of the chest and weird as it sounds, also the armpits. There's a whole study that I saw on the armpits section on Twitter or Pixify, one of those. People do pay a lot of attention to this one part. Yeah, what can I say? It's too much, a lot of physics or like details around the armpits and chest area, which makes, I guess, sense. Does it need practice? I don't know. Maybe. I just the thing that I saw yesterday, I think. Very, very low change in value for this one. I would say, for me, it would have like my grayscale vision, if you may say so. For me, it would be seeing like, oh, it is very gray, so it is very dark. Well, it is dark to comparison, but if you see, it's literally barely a change, like 5 points in luminosity, or 6 points in luminosity. Wow, not much, but it looks kind of darker, much darker. It's new for me. Okay, I would put it like 50, like somewhere down here, whatever. Yeah, no, again, patterns, even if this is very in low resolution, you still can tell what it is. I guess they draw it in bigger resolution, then crop it a little bit smaller. But yeah, it's insane that I can tell what it is, even if this looks like a mess. And that will be it. But we do have still a note for me. Note for my future and current self is that I have to expect the reality that my lines are wobbly. I cannot fix it that fast in the short time, but I probably should not fixate too much on my lines, like for example this wobble stuff. Just accept it. It will come really a bit naturally. Just train the other stuff, and maybe someday your lines will be more confident. Yeah, probably sounds very normal, but still need to accept it. Oh, one thing that is also right now I see that those little arrows kind of helping me to tell myself where the plane of the dress is and stuff. Minus this random stuff. I really think that miHoYo just do some random, or like not miHoYo, but artists do some random here and there just to indicate which fabric it is. And that will be it for this day's summary illustration study thing. I kind of like the implication of it, because I can then watch my recordings back and see the it's more structured. It's just more structured. I can refer to the reference, like for example, how do I draw water, and then I look at this reference because I study the reference. It makes much more sense in this scenario. I will be thanking you for watching, listening. I wish you a good day, night, afternoon, and see you in day 267. Take care.